When Bitcoin has gained 700% from its lows, while everyone calls this the hardest bull market to trade, what's really happening beneath the surface? The data reveals something fascinating. This has actually been one of the most balanced and sustainable rallies in Bitcoin's history. We'll show you how the market's current consolidation patterns combined with stable interest rates and methodical price action are setting up exactly like previous cycles before their final explosive moves. Contrary to popular belief, this has been one of the easiest Bitcoin bull markets to have invested in. The cycle's not over yet, so there's still potential for further upside. And if we can strip back all the emotion of the game and the crazy expectations, then hopefully we can still make the most of what's left in the cycle. The evidence starts with the market sentiment data. Looking at the fear and greed index, the wild swings of the prior cycle show extreme volatility. Massive runs into extreme greed, followed by dumps into extreme fear, creating emotional whipsawing. This cycle started very clean. Slight moves up, small pullbacks, creating a balanced market. We're only now seeing wilder swings in this later stage, which is expected towards cycle ends. The key difference? This cycle has seen balanced moves with retracements that test prior price areas. The S&P 500 demonstrates this perfectly. Markets running up, taking time, coming back to test prior tops. We saw this in 2015 and in 2020 with the COVID crash testing previous highs and the 2022 bear market testing the 2021 breakout. These retests create sustainable bull markets rather than unsustainable parabolic moves that don't get retraced. The monthly return data reveals another fascinating pattern. Looking at red months throughout bull market years, excluding the bear market years, the 2013 cycle had 6 red months in 2011, 4 in 2012, and just 2 leading into the top. The last cycle showed 6, 4, and then 5 red months. So what about this current cycle? 3 red months, 4 red months, and now 3 red months again. That's remarkably balanced. 3 to 4 red months each bull year with 8 to 9 green months. Here's where it gets really interesting. Interest rates have been essentially flat this entire cycle. Bitcoin was at 18,000 in December 2022 when rates were 4.5%. Now Bitcoin's around $115,000 with rates still at 4.5%. Throughout this whole cycle, rates rose just 1% and came back. The most balanced interest rate environment we've seen during a Bitcoin bull market. Compare that to 2017 when rates went from 0 to 1.5%, a massive psychological shift after 8 years at 0. The upcoming Fed meeting on September 17th is widely expected to bring a rate cut, yet this expectation has no bearing on our broader thesis. USDT dominance tells the final piece of this balanced market story. Prior cycles showed massive swings, money flushing from stable coins into risk assets and back again, creating 200% swings. However, this cycle, from highs to lows, maybe 70% if we take the extremes. Money's been trading between stronger assets and Bitcoin, then back to stablecoins, not the wild all or nothing moves of previous cycles. The cycle analysis shows we're tracking a composite of the last 5 and 10-year cycles. After April's tariff crash, things have played out remarkably similar. Ideally, we see a consolidation into early September, maybe a higher low in late September or early October, and then the next move in quarter 4. If we get dopamine rushes without retracements, big moves up that don't test previous levels, that typically signals the cycle's getting close to an end. We're watching the mid $130,000 to mid $160,000 for Bitcoin as key resistance levels where multiple Fibonacci extensions converge, giving us price clusters. If you want the charts behind these calls, this will help. Our daily videos cover many detailed charts, data, indicators, and our forte, the cycle analysis, to help guide us through the investment cycle. So if you're a brand new subscriber to the channel, then I highly encourage you to get our weekly reports on Bitcoin, altcoins, and the economy, including the real estate cycle. They're easy to read in under 5 minutes each, making them extremely digestible for all investor levels. There are 3 reports coming your way starting your week from Tuesday. It'll get you up to speed on how we forecast the markets and how we've been able to be profitable during uncertain times leading into and out of the cycle peaks. It's completely free, so subscribe today using the link in the top of the video description and you'll receive your first report shortly. Okay, back to the cycle timing. So we have balanced sentiment, sustainable price action testing prior levels, consistent monthly returns, and stable interest rates, all suggesting this cycle has room to run. The data shows this has been one of the most methodical bull markets, not the hardest. Warren Buffett said it best: the degree of difficulty doesn't count in investing. Sometimes the easiest trades are the best trades. Here's how we're positioning into that window. We still have exposure to Bitcoin at the Investor Accelerator, along with real estate and commodities. We're taking our members step by step through our strategy on crypto, but also on the stock markets, commodities, precious metals, and real estate. We send out updates when we take new positions or adjust existing ones, which we have recently advised members about. Plus, how we are navigating each stage of the cycle through the bull market peaks and then the following cycle busts. Our premium members can get access to our entire strategy, but you can get access now to our reports and see our trading results and reviews over the past years in our Discord. If you're interested, click the link below and join the Investor Accelerator today.